So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about a few different things, really. I want to talk to you about traps you can fall into. I want to talk to you about psychedelics, drugs in general, really. And I also want to really just go into, try to get some of you to, open your eyes up and see that there is unnecessary division for no reason. And critical thinking can help you through this. I mean, I don't understand why they call it common sense, really, because there's nothing. I feel like common sense isn't common, and critical thinking is something that people should teach. I mean, you should be taught how to think critically from a young age, and it's mind blowing to me. Most people don't think things through clearly. So, I'm gonna go into this here. So first off, let's just touch on the psychedelics and the drugs. Really, this is I guess what I want to touch. And I'm not promoting psychedelics. I'm not promoting drug use. But I do not want people to. This is. I feel like whenever I talk to people about this and I try to explain to them what they can do, the biggest misconception is over psychedelics. People don't want to do psychedelics, and I'm not. You don't have to do it, but do not choose not to take them or experiment with them if your only thing for not doing it is PSAs from the 1970s and 60s. I mean, I'll give you some examples. Supposedly, after you take LSD 5 times, you're clinically insane. If that's the case, I should have been put in a mental institution years ago, right? So I've taken LSD at least over 100 times. At least over 100 times. At least. Maybe more. I don't know. But I'm going to say at least 100 because I don't want to lie and exaggerate something if it's not. You know, you do not see things that are not there. It will not cause you to jump out of a window. Now, is there some extenuating circumstances where people may have jumped out of a window on LSD or people saw things that were not really there? Possibly, but it was not from just consuming LSD. It just wasn't. They may have mixed it with some sort of other compound, and hysteria happened. But this is my thoughts on this, and this is what the conclusion I've came to because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen people mix things and really see things that weren't there, or weren't there to the human, I guess, the normal human eye. I saw this. I saw is actually one of my friends. Well, he was one of my friends. I'm not talking to him in years because he got hooked on meth really bad. But he mixed synthetic marijuana, LSD, prescription pills, and I believe meth. Had to have been meth. It was obviously meth. And he fucking flipped out. And he saw crazy shit. He wrecked his truck right up from my house. Wrecked his truck, totaled it, and I went up there to help him. He thought I was the devil. He said that he saw me and I was evil and I was a demon and I was the devil. And then he said that I was like an angel and God. And then he said I went back to being the devil. And he said that he saw demons everywhere. And we had to call the ambulance to come get him. When he was at the hospital, he was still freaking out, thinking that, just, you see what I'm saying? But that was not from LSD. That was from mixing all this shit together. Um, I'll give you an example of what you can see on LSD. You take about 100 micrograms, your wall will start to wave at you. You'll see little, like your ceiling will swirl. You'll see intricate patterns and designs on your carpet. You take 250 micrograms, you make it enter the void. You make and see the thing that connects everything together. You take about 350 micrograms, and you can realize what I'm telling you is the truth. Everything I've told you is the truth. You can realize that. So don't let that be one of your haste decisions. Like, I'm not going to do it because of this. I mean, there's no reason not to do it unless you have pre-existing severe mental health issues. I mean severe, because they will help with anxiety, depression. They will help make you a better person. They'll help expand your consciousness. They will help you see what connects everything together and help you find truth in everything. And then you'll quickly realize you are that thing that connects everything together, and you are the truth. There's no need to go looking for the truth, because the truth is you. You are the truth. It's in you. I mean, it's not even in you. You are the truth. There's nothing but the truth. There's nothing but God, and God is the truth. Love is the truth. So what are you? You're the whole fucking everything. You're everything and nothing. You're nothing and everything at the same fucking time. It's amazing. But anyway, so let's just stop on that. And then drugs. The reason I'm bringing this up is because of that whole psychedelics thing. And I was talking to this girl trying to get her to see this, and she was so single-minded in her perception of this that she cannot see other outputs and opinions on it. Uh, but she used to be a drug addict, so she was saying that all drugs are bad. There's no good comes from any drugs at all. Drugs shouldn't be on this planet. And I'm sitting here thinking, mushrooms grow from the ground, cannabis grows from the ground, LSD is fungi extracted from. Fuck. I'm putting myself on the spot, but I'll get back to it because I have extensively researched LSD and obviously any psychedelics. Let's just go on and we'll get back to that because I'll remember it whenever I'm not trying to. So there's nothing wrong with drugs. Just don't abuse drugs. This is the thing. This is what I have. This is what it is with drugs. You will only abuse drugs and get addicted to drugs if three things: you are not you don't think you have a meaning in life, you don't think you're good enough, you don't love yourself, or you don't feel like there is purpose in what you do. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to get addicted to drugs. So let's continue on now. This whole dividing thing. Now, this is really what I wanted to touch on. I want you to realize how everything is divided, and how people just go along with this whole division thing like it's okay and normal. Republicans and Democrats, for example, you have to be one or the other, and they will go at each other no matter what. But if you just step back from this, like just take yourself out of the position of being a Democrat or a Republican and just step out of it and look at it without any bias, you'll be like, both of these people are fucking, both parties are corrupt. Both parties are doing the same thing they say they preach against not doing. And it's so strange to me that people will grasp onto that and hold on to that like it affects their identity, like their identity is ingrained with this. It's like, no, it's not. If you put your name, your self-worth, or yourself ingrained in any of this, any Republican, Democrat, any political party, any nationality, any race, any religion, you have fell deep into illusion. That's what you have done. There's no sense in it. And this is the issue is, and I'm not going to bring anybody's name up here because I actually respect this guy that I'm getting ready to reference here. I actually respect him a lot. I've known him through YouTube for years and years and years. He was actually one of the first people that reached out to me when I made this channel, because I had another channel and I made this one because the other one was gone. Let's just put it like that, long story short. He reached out to me and he helped me grow my channel. So, I mean, I'm very appreciative to the guy. But he is, I don't know how to put this. He's a Republican, which there's obviously nothing wrong with that. He is a Christian. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And he's kind of conspiracy minded. And it's like, he clings on to everything, and it's not just him. This is just the example that's coming off the top of my head, because I can name 100 people like this. Even people that, I mean, I respect, even people that I super respect, like him, like Joe Rogan does this shit. People in my personal life do this. I mean, people that you look up to, and no, I don't want to say look up to him, because you shouldn't look up to anybody in that sense that hard, but you value their input, and then you see them get caught in this trap of this is right and this is right and this is why it's right. And it's like, Why do you think that though? Do you think that? And this, I'm about to say something that's really gonna mind fuck some of you guys here in a minute. Uh, though is, let me see, where was I going with this? Talking about him and this, but it just kind of fucks with me to see him get so stuck on this because he's a really smart and intelligent guy. I mean, he really is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm kissing his ass, but I like the guy. Me and him used to, I don't know, we used to not like each other and then like each other and then not like each other and then like each other. It's funny. But it kind of fucks with me to see him get so stuck on this because it's like, dude, you're smarter than that. Look above it. Like, look above this. And like I was talking to him about there shouldn't be one religion because he thinks that there's going to be one world religion. And I was like, dude, no religion should be one strict religion. Like you should see the truths in all religion. Like for example, Christianity, Buddhism, those would be the perfect two religions, and then sprinkle a little bit into the other shit. You can combine them, but don't take it literal. Don't take the belief in it. You can't be stuck on belief. You can't believe in. You can't take everything the Bible says literally or anything that Buddhism says literally. You can't take anything any of these religions tell you literally to the point you believe it. What I'm saying, you can go out and see what I'm telling you is the truth. You don't have to believe it blindly. But he was just like, you can't mix beliefs. And I'm like, I don't believe it. I don't believe the. I want to follow the core teachings of Jesus, which is love. The core teachings of Buddha, which is, oh man, I can't go on with Buddha because Buddha, it'll take me a minute. Just I'll link some Buddhism stuff down here, but basically just be kind. Show love to everyone. Realize that you can't be here. Suffering's part of being here. Embrace the suffering. Transcend it. You know, that's kind of like the resurrection of Jesus. He transcended it. And I mean, I could go on and on. But anyway, let's get off this. This is just an example, right? Like there is so much more out here and out there than just you identify with something. Quit identifying with this stuff. You didn't think it. These were not original ideas that came in your head. You're stuck on ideology. It's what you're doing. I mean, it's crazy that ideas can take a hold of people and possess them that much. And then they will defend it to the death. That thing that they see in the mirror that they think they are will defend whatever they think they are. It's like, no, you shouldn't do that. I don't know why you're doing that. I mean, whatever, live life, but just realize you can be wrong. You could be wrong, and it would probably benefit you to want to be right in the end as opposed to claiming you're right throughout it and then finding out you're wrong. You know what I mean? It probably would. So let's go into the critical thing. I just want to touch this. I just want to finish this and touch it up just on a couple more things, right? So you need to take yourself out of the situation that you identify with, whether a religion, let's go to race and all this stuff, right? Like it blows my mind. I know a lot of very very intelligent people. I mean, and I don't mean intelligent like, I mean wisdom wise, intelligent like wise beyond their years, and they get so stuck on race that it blows my mind. You can be very proud of whatever nationality you are. You can be very proud of whatever race you are, but do not put your whole existence and all this on what color you are. Like, I don't go around saying, "Oh, I'm a Italians number one, USA number one." So quit going around just saying that. Quit playing the fucking. I don't mean race card, and it's gonna sound like I said that, but don't play the race card even in a positive way. Like, oh, be proud that you're black, but don't put or Mexican, white. It doesn't matter. Be proud of what color you are, but do not put your whole fucking life onto that. Don't put your whole existence onto that. Don't put your whole identity onto it. I know people are gonna say, well, it's kind of hard not to do that whenever you walk around with this color on you. It's like, okay, you're a human that just happens to have that skin pigmentation. And it just mind fucks me that people are like that, man. I don't know. So let's go into this critical thinking and how to actually think, because people don't know how to think. And this is a trap that spirituality sets. Spirituality sets this trap that you need to stop thinking. That's the ultimate goal, to get that dialogue in your head going, which it may be. It could possibly be, if that's what you want to do. But I would implore you to, before you try to stop thinking, you learn how to think, because a lot of people don't know how to think. They don't know how to think rationally. They don't know how to think critically. They don't even know how to think for themselves. So that might be somewhere to start, learning how to think. And that, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to wrap this up because this is longer than I anticipated it being. I'll save this for last, the mind fuck. So if you go, the person who you think you are, like my name is Blake Ratliff, I'm from the United States of America, Tennessee, Virginia, I'm Italian, whatever, I think that's this, that, and the third. I acted this way, that way, and that way until I realized that I was everything and nothing simultaneously. And then my whole perspective shifted. But I would implore you to ask yourself and seriously think about this. Are you your true self, or are you a condition of society? And I will tell you what I mean by this is the majority of the things you like, think, act, think you should do or shouldn't do, or whatever you do, most people, I'm not saying you as in general, but most people, if they're truthful with themselves, will realize that they were conditioned in certain ways that they're not even themselves. They don't even know who they really are, because they're just so stuck on this shit that they, uh, like religion. I'll throw everything in here, like what they think world history is, what they think, religion. Like I was told this is good and that's good, so I think this is good and that's good. I was told this is how we're here. Like, it blows my mind. Science is the worst for this. Atheists and pretty materialistic scientists, they think that we're here because of this. There's no proof for it. And then if you say, well, what come before this? Well, it just happens. Nothing came from something. What do you mean? That's just how it is. But then they'll deny God, saying, well, who made God? Well, something had to make God. No, God was eternal, and God made itself. It's like a fucking paradox. That's not possible. But then they'll say, you see what I'm saying? And what's funny is scientists, atheists, religious people, whatever, they all believe the same thing in a twisted, weird way. And it's crazy. And I've noticed that there's nothing wrong with being an atheist. There's not shit wrong with it. But what you will realize is atheists go so far out of their way to try to disprove God that it's like, okay, that's cool. You don't believe in God. I don't care. And they'll just go on and on and on about it, man. It's like, I don't fucking care what you believe or don't believe. I just care what kind of a person you are. But anyway, going back to this, like, if most people are honest with themselves, they are a product of culture. They're a product of society. They're not even, and I think this is why depression is running rampant. I really do. I think this is why depression is running rampant. I think this is why anxiety's off the charts, is because people are not themselves. People are not comfortable in their own skin. People don't even know who they really are or what they really are. They don't even know what to think, believe, or act, because they have been fed all this stuff, and they soaked it in, and they think this is how I should act. This is what I should do here on this planet with my life. This is the way I should act, dress. It's not cool to do this. It's not cool to do that. So even if I do like it, I'm not going to say it in front of people. I'm embarrassed. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you don't even believe this shit. You don't even believe this stuff. You don't even think that, really. Society as a whole and culture as a whole and this, that, and the third, through these little seeds that throughout your life, they got planted, and the ideas turned into what you perceive reality to be. And you're not living in this. Most people are not living, I feel like, in the same reality I'm living in, because a lot of people are, especially with this COVID stuff, man, fuck. You got people out here thinking the government's doing this, that I don't even want to get into it, but it's just like, what kind of reality are you living in that you think everybody's out to get you? That you think that everything's a power play, that money rules all, and that people are this mean, vicious, vindictive, malicious, etc. And it's like, I don't live in the same reality you do, I'm afraid. So I don't know. But just to wrap this up, guys, again, there's nothing but a black void, dark black void. That void contains everything and nothing at the same time. That everything would be consciousness. You are conscious, and that's all there is. So, talk to you guys later.